So listen, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, chosen ones, you already know. I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? So I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you want to get it through somebody else, all right? So be patient with your process. Also, you already know my voice is too raspy to be whispering, all right? So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume. Now, before we get started, as always, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. Because I don't always get the pause in the middle of my message to relay or say that to you. So thank you so much, Chosen Ones Grand Rising. Welcome in and thank you so much for your likes. I appreciate you, Chosen Ones. Thank you so much. Now let's get started. So, Chosen Ones, right now, we're going to focus on the things that are about to be appearing in your life, okay? So, the first we're going to talk about pertaining to love, okay? Now, the first, chosen ones, there's some of you that this is various areas, okay? So, not everything's going to apply to you specifically, okay? So, only take what resonates. So, for the first group, there's certain love that's about to get presented to you, okay? So the first being this. We'll talk about those who have a past person coming in, and then we'll get into the new, as well as the opportunities that's about to get presented to you, okay? So the first, for those of you who have been waiting for a person from the past. So this is somebody that you may have romantically been interested in. You may have had a connection with them in one way, shape, or form, but it came to an ending. So during this time period, you could have had karmic ways to you. This individual could have had karmic ways that they refused to leave out of their lives as well, right? So this could have come in various ways. Third party energies, which could have been work, could have been family's opinions, friends' opinions, their ego, their arrogance, but it could have also been certain third party energies that they were romantically connected to. Now, during this time period, you could have gave this person a choice. So you could have tried to work with this person the best that you could, but after a while, they compromised your peace to be with this person. So this is somebody that you could have felt like you were saying the same thing over and over again. The things that you were asking of them, they agree, and then all of a sudden they go back to doing the same thing again. Or you guys had the conversation, but it felt like it went through one ear and out the other. They didn't acknowledge it. Now I have to bring this up, chosen ones, because God guided you to remove them out of your lives. So there's some people, whether or not that was romantically, whether or not that was somebody that had potential to be, whatever the case may be, up until a certain point, you tried to work out with this person, but you may have felt like you were met with resistance. So the things that you were asking them, they may not have wanted to listen. They may not have reciprocated. So you could have asked for love, affection, attention. They may have refused it. You could have told them that you wanted a commitment. They may have ran from it, whatever the case may be. So the things that you asked for that from that person and they refused, they then went to another individual. Now, chosen ones, hear me out. This was divinely orchestrated. See, the thing is, chosen ones, you were something that they wanted before they even knew. See, in order to know that you were good for them, these individuals had to know them too. So a lot of them, they didn't even know them when they were connected to you. They were out here living based upon other people's illusions, based upon other people's intentions, based upon other people's ways that they instilled in them. So this could have been as far as a partner that was only focused about finances. That's something that they were raised in. They could have had a parent that was only focused about money, or they may have came from a struggling situation where they prioritized their finances over people who were physically there for them, or affection, or so on and so forth, right? So during that time, chosen ones, they could have prioritized as far as certain work over you, or work over your family dynamic, whatever the case may be, if that applies to you, right? Some of them may have sat there and put their friends' opinions over you. So their friends could have wanted to party and drink, and you could have wanted them to settle down in a sense. And when I say settle down, let me correct that, because we only elevate up, we only level up. So it's not no settle down. You may have have wanted them to change certain ways to them, calm down a little bit, start to be more healthy, make better decisions. And they may have allowed other people to influence them not to, right? And thank you so much for your likes. I appreciate you, babies. So during that time, you could have requested, and again, third-party energy. So they could have had family members that depended on them or told them that the ways that they were doing was correct. They could have had ego to them, which, again, anything different than what they wanted, they sat there and felt like they was under attack. There's certain people that just had immaturity to them. Prior to meeting you, they went through similar things or certain things too, right? So when you were with them, you could have had, again, they didn't know that you were something that they wanted. You were working on the best of them, right? So if this was somebody who had certain addictions, you may have wanted them to stop drinking and they didn't want to. They felt like you was trying to tell them what to do. But you could have told them to stop drinking because God told you intuitively, if not, this was going to lead for trouble for that individual. It could have led to DUIs. It could have led to certain health issues at that time. It could have led to certain losses, whatever the case may be. So you could have told them that they needed to stop doing certain things, addictive ways. This could have been drinking, smoking, sniffing, popping, whatever the case may be. It could have even been sex. It could have been as far as gambling, whatever the case may be. You may have attempted to guide them away from it. They didn't want to. There's some of them that felt like you was trying to tell them what to do, but you've seen how if they made certain choices or decisions differently now, how it was going to impact them later on the road, right? So you was trying to help better themselves. They didn't want it. There's some of you chosen ones that you tried to pour love into them. So you tried to show up in areas that other people didn't. When you met them, you have to realize that you were a reflection of them too. So you could have had abandonment issues. You could have had people not show love to you because you knew how that felt. You could have sat there and took from yourself to give to that person to help build them up. So you seen that they didn't have love or recognition. You took love and recognition from pouring it into you and started to pour into that individual. Oh, you see that they didn't have as far as finances. Okay, you tried to give them finances. Oh, you tried to do this. So on and so forth, correct? So you've seen areas in their life that they could have been limited. You've seen areas in their life that you can assist them with, and you try to be that for them. But in the process of doing that, you took from you and thinking that that person was going to then get built up and they was going to return the same for you, but they chose not to. A lot of these individuals chose that once you built them up, they went out and felt like they could do better. Once you assisted them, they sit there and dismissed you, whatever the case may be. So you spoke life into these individuals and all of their dreams started to come true, but they started to feel like it was because of them, not realizing that it was because of you. You understand me? Because again, chosen ones, what you speak is what they seek, and that's what they start to see. That's why I say they out here doing other things when really you are like the genie. God gave you the opportunity. If they rub you the right way, they're going to get more than 3 wishes. They're going to get everything: love, protection, recognition, finances, opportunity, acknowledgement, reciprocate, whatever the case may be, but they chose not to, correct? So with me saying this, chosen ones, there's individuals from the past that they didn't realize what they had. They felt like you was a job or that it was too much in a sense, right? Well, I say this because now everything that you told them that was going to come is happening. So for the people that they chose over you, that you've seen exactly how it was going to end with these individuals as far as certain betrayal, they're going through it now. So you told them, okay, they selected the other person over you because they felt like the person was more fun than you. They could do what they wanted to do. They didn't have any rules or regulations, right? Now that they didn't got what they want, now things are starting to fall apart for them. So this is like somebody who says, oh, they want to stay up late. Oh, don't tell me to go to sleep by. So you could have been, this is equivalent to a parent telling a child, hey, maybe you want to go sleep a little earlier for school. And the child out here, no, they want to stay up late. No, they want to do this. So finally you give them what they wanted. Now guess what? They got to stay up late. Now they not feeling so great. Now they tired. Now they feel run down. Now they feeling not like themselves. So they had to learn their lesson, right? You had to give them what they want so that they could see that what you were telling them was to assist them, not to restrict them, right? So these, as far as past people that used to be in their karmic behavior, you gave them what they wanted. they wanted freedom, okay, go ahead, be free. Go do you. But they wasn't going to be able to do them and then still come back and try to do you too. Absolutely not. They had a decision to make. You either going to be in your divine energy or you're going to be in your karmic energy. Some of them chose their karmic energy and they chose to walk away. Now, guess what's happening? Everything that you said is now coming into fruition for them. And it's not the good one, it's the bad, because they no longer have access to you. So therefore, that means that certain manifestations that was coming in are now going to be limited because they're not connected to the person who was the source of it, right? So God will sit there and give certain privileges to you so that you can choose. That's why when people get mad when I say chosen, you had to be chosen. If you're not chosen, then that's crazy, because chosen can be in various ways. You was chose for the job. You was chose as a spouse. You was chose for that position. You was chose for that gift. You was chose for that, whatever the case may be. So a chosen one can choose who they want to become chosen to. And a lot of you was choosing individuals who chose not to play that position for you. So you had somebody, gave them a title that did not earn or deserve it, was not going to show up, was not even really wanting to put that work in, right? So now guess what happened, chosen ones? You gave them exactly what they wanted, okay? Now, with this being said, I do want to say, pertaining to past people, they got what they wanted. Now their karma is starting to come in. So you could have told them if they go this route, certain things was going to go down. Some of their health was starting to decline. Some of them came in contact with karmics that was doing certain violent stuff against them. Some of them then sat there and had their finances limited because they made the wrong decision. So now everything that you said is now starting to come into fruition for them, and they're thinking about that. Now they're starting to realize, because you're no longer over their shoulder pestering them. You're no longer over their shoulder pressuring them. You sat there and gave them an opportunity to make their own decision, and you went about your business. And now everything that you spoke is coming into fruition. So a lot of them, the finances are starting to dwindle. Thank you so much, babies. Finances are starting to dwindle. A lot of them, their health is starting to decline. A lot of them now, they're having sleepless nights, sleeps at night, because they have you on their mind. Now they're thinking about how they may have missed out on the opportunity for somebody who was really their blessing in disguise. See, again, they didn't know you were for them because they didn't know them at that time, chosen ones. So now that they're starting to go through certain cycles, now they're starting to see the truth about them. God's putting them in front of the mirror in a sense, and they're seeing their own reflection. Now they're seeing how their actions have caused certain consequences. Now they're having to live with them, and a lot of them are starting to make adjustments. So for some of you, the past person who may have chose somebody over you, the past person who may have made you feel less of you, or made you feel like you had to choose you because this person chose not to choose you, okay, that's cool. Now they're going through karma and they're starting to see what you were saying. So now clarity's coming in, chosen ones. So for some of the past people, they may feel like you were a missed opportunity. They may not realize that what they were looking for, they had the whole time. So this is them looking for love. And now that they're getting to know them, and God's giving a description of what love really is, now that sounds familiar. It sounds like something that you were giving them. Now that they're getting older, before they were so wanted to play and cheat and creep. Now all of a sudden they're getting older. Those things ain't even exciting anymore. So now guess what? They're realizing the person who was the homebody who loved on them, the person who was the homebody that was fun with them, the person who sat there and poured and was nurturing them, that's what they wanted from the beginning. You understand me? But they didn't notice it. So now, chosen ones, they're starting to see that. Now, some of these people are going through real karmic cycles. That means, again, the person they chose over you has gotten violent, has gotten destructive. The person they chose over you has stolen money from them. Now they're financially not feeling abundant. A lot of them got in contracts that they are now getting forced to get out of. A lot of them are going to have to choose another job in order to be with you. A lot of them are going to have to relocate. A lot of them are going to have to walk away from certain individuals. A lot of them are going to have to step up to the plate in a way that they never did before. So as you moved on and you gave them what they wanted and you focused on you, because you realized that the pieces that they were missing, you were missing them too. But instead of fulfilling you, you put those pieces in this individual who then walked away from you. So now you're realizing that as people come and go, one thing remains the same. You always stay, right? So you need to focus on you, because you don't leave you. You don't lose you. You don't walk away from you. You're stuck with you. So therefore, why not invest with the person who's going to stick around, and that's you? You understand? So chosen ones, you're pouring that love and affection and attention into yourself, okay? Now, with this being said, You setting certain boundaries. Before people know you, they notice you. So now you're setting boundaries with these individuals. Now they're realizing that they have to meet a certain height requirement and energy in order to even approach you, and in order for them to even get on this ride as far as on your journey in your life, right? So a lot of them are getting forced to get it together, pull together. So you may be distant from them. You may know or feel energetically that they're going through something, but they may not have spoken. You may feel there's certain breakups that's occurring. You may feel certain closures, so on and so forth. But just know it's because those people energetically know that what you said was true. What you said is now coming into fruition for these individuals. So now guess what's happening? They're starting to come to certain conclusions as well, and they're starting to better themselves, and now they want to have another opportunity. So some of you have past love that's about to arrive. Now, some of y'all are like, F it, hell no, I ain't interested. I understand. But I will say this, you'll know if it's for you, because when that person represents themselves, they're going to represent themselves different. The past is not going to be present. So if this is a person from the past that you were connected with, they didn't going through, or they're going through certain cycles, God told you to keep up your energy. Why? Because if that is your person, it's a magnet. You can't stay in the dark with them. You have to get to the light. Why? Because guess what? You in the light, and your light shining so bright, it's going to force them to get out of the darkness. They're not going to be able to be in the darkness. It's going to be that gravitational pull, or that pull towards you. So wherever you're at, they're going to be forced to go too, right? So chosen ones, you protect your energy. In order for you to save other people, you have to save yourself. So this is like, you can't save people if you're in the middle of the waves as well. If you're in the middle of destruction as well, how are you going to help them out? You're not going to be able to. So you vibrate so high so that they see that you didn't overcame certain obstacles, and that they know that they can do it too. You understand me? So just know that, all right? Now, with this being said, you keep your vibration so high. If they're supposed to come, they're going to appear. Now, God's only going to give certain people an opportunity to get themselves together. So this isn't everybody from your past. This is somebody that God says, hey, y'all have the opportunity to break cycles from your end. And they have, thank you so much for y'all's likes. I appreciate you. I will say this, as far as you had certain things you had to work on. So I'll give you an example. If you met that person and you was focused about love, and they was all about finances, right? Okay, cool. So you were focused more on love than you was on financially building you. They was more so focused on financially building themselves than they were in love. So both of y'all had the same issue, because y'all had to balance certain things out. So now you focused on you. Finances start coming through, but you still a lovey-dovey individual. So now you're balanced. Now this person had finances, realized that with the money they wasn't happy. With the money it didn't mean nothing if they ain't have nobody. So now they're being able to balance it out. Priorities are starting to get prioritized. If communication was the issue, where you had ego, you were scared of abandonment, so you left, and then they left, and it was a back and forth cycle, somebody's going to have to step up and play the position. So you're going to have to choose. Are you going to keep going back and forth with this volley, this back and forth energy, or are you going to sit there and do what you need to do? So if they refuse to break the cycle, are you going to break it for you? What's the outcome going to be, okay? So you focus primarily on you. You started to pour into you too, and that left these individuals no choice but to pour into them too. They had to heal them in order for them to make up or keep up or catch up to you. You understand? So some of you got past people that's coming back. When they come back, it's not going to be presented like they were in the past. Now, some of them, you may feel like it's white lies at that time, because they're really scared of losing you again. So some of them are going to be scared to say the whole truth and nothing but the truth, because they feel like it's going to risk you walking away from them. But they have to understand. So if you're the person that's scared to speak your truth because you feel like this person is going to walk away from you, you have to realize that the truth will set you free. It will set this person free as well. Why? Because you're giving them their free will back. When you lie, chosen ones, you are almost doing magic on somebody, because you're not giving their free will to choose. Some people just want to hear the truth from you because it's things that they already knew. So once you say this truth, they'll see that you're taking a different initiative, that you're being honest with them, you're taking accountability, that you're taking a different approach than you did. They're honoring that you're telling the truth. So then guess what happens? You'll get a second opportunity. So lies, chosen one, karma comes with that. Even if it's white lies that you don't want to hurt their feelings, you're taking away their free will. So when they lied to you, karma came in, because that's just like doing magic on you, because they kept you in an illusion. They kept you in confusion. So now certain things are going to have to get cleared out, okay? So with this being said, I do want to say, as far as past people, they're going to get presented. Now, with this being said, some of you chosen ones have new love that's going to arrive. So as the past person is getting themselves together, but they're not communicating that with you, you're getting forced to now focus on you, what's best for you. And that's going to come with new opportunities. So you have options. You have to choose whether or not you're going to give this person an opportunity to get it correct, or you're going to take an opportunity and risk with somebody else that's new. So you will have choices. Now, unfortunately for you, it's going to be multiple choices. It's not going to be an easy decision. But if you know you and you know what you want for you, and you use your intuition, so you look through the intentions of certain individuals, it'll be an easy selection. God will make sure that you have your confirmation, okay? So there's some of you that God's telling you, hey, this person from the past is coming back, and you cussing, fuck no, absolutely not. But chosen ones, do not block your blessings. Say, God, whatever's for me, I ask you to align with me. Some of you are going to end up building friendships with this person. You're not going to get in relationships as quickly because you have to relearn them. Because this is somebody from the past, some of you have to learn them again because they didn't know them when they knew you. So now you guys are going to be like you never met, and you have to get reintroduced. Some of you, for the new person, you're going to have to take that risk. Choose if you're going to choose the past person who's doing the same shit, or you're going to choose somebody and give them an opportunity to get it correct. You're going to have an option to choose. Now, also, with this being said, not just romantically, as far as there's some of you for job positions that's getting presented. So there's some of you chosen ones where you're actually going to have opportunities that get presented to you. You're getting called to apply to certain jobs, and you may not know why. So this could be God telling you to apply at a certain state, apply at a certain place, leave and relocate. And you're wondering how you're going to do it or why you're going to do it, but it's all divinely aligned. It's a domino effect. If you do it, you're going to see what gets impacted, and then you'll see the next step, right? So sometimes you have to take that first step in order for you to see exactly how things are going to be, because God's not going to tell you, oh yeah, if you take this move, I'm going to gift you, and you're only going to take that move so that you can get something. No, God wants to see, are you doing it because it's the right thing to do, because that's what he's telling you to do, or are you doing it because you want something from him? Okay, so just be honest, okay? Now, with this being said, there's some of you, relocations are happening. So again, apply to that job. Some of you are getting pushed out of your positions. You no longer feel peace there. So you may have still try to stay there because of the profit. Now the profit's going to start stopping. So you chose the profit over your peace, was working at that job around people that energetically was throwing you off. God's been guiding you to leave, but you felt like that was where your stability was. Now that is going to get less stable for you. So that job, no matter how long you've been, is now the job hours are going to be limited. Certain jobs are going to be displaced, so on and so forth. God's having you to apply at a new position at this time because it's only a matter of time before that job gets removed out of your life. Why? Because you're improving. You're not staying complacent. God is having you improve, and you have to see new places. There's certain tools at other locations for you that you're going to need for the future you. So some of y'all are getting caught out, and you could say, oh, if you quit this job, what you going to do? The same thing that you'll do if they ask is fire you right now, find another place to go to. So do not limit you. This is the time to apply if God is telling you to. Don't think about, oh, if you're going to get high. It's when you're going to get hired. What's for you is always going to come towards you. There's nothing that's going to stop you. So a lot of you got job opportunities. You about to get called back to jobs that you forgot about. Some of you, God tells you to apply today and you get a call back tomorrow. It's going to move fast. So finances are increasing. So you have new job opportunities, whether or not this is at a new, a current job you're getting a promotion in, or if this is a new position God's putting you in that you're going to get paid more, or opportunities are going to get presented with this. So as far as finances, you're about to see an increase. Also, chosen ones, get ready for surprises, meaning extra money. So this could be the bill being lower than what you expected, or that check being higher than what you expected. God's showing you small synchronicities and signs that you're heading in the right direction. So this is like little small signs that you see arrows like, hey, keep going, keep going. So this could be, again, you call to pay that bill and they say it's less than what it was. Like, oh, okay, cool. Or you check that bill and it's already paid for, or whatever the case may be. You're going to see small signs. You have to pay attention to the small signs. He's going to make them small because they're for you, not for everybody to see too. Because some people are only going to want to join your movement so that they can get what you get too, right? So small signs. This could be in the form of songs that you hear. This could be forms of birds that you hear, animals, insects, butterflies, dragonflies. It could be birds. It could be as far as, again, God's going to use everything because God is everything, because he made everything. So God's everywhere. He's going to use everything in order to be a sign for you. So again, pay attention to the songs you hear. Pay attention to the numbers that you see. Don't just pay attention to 111, 444, 222. No, 121, 233, whatever the case may be. Pay attention to the signs that you see at that time. God has you look at a clock at a certain time. God has certain numbers of views come up presented to you. Pay attention to the numbers and look them up at that time. And that's going to be a personal message for you. Use everything. God, this is like an open book. He gives you all the tools that you need in order to have what you need to know, but you have to know where to look to get it, okay? So chosen ones, just pay attention. Now, with me saying this, as far as your opportunity, finances are increasing. So if you were struggling, you're about to have finances coming in. You're about to have a job where you're proud of yourself because you're showing up. So before, you could have been lacking where you ain't like to work. Now, all of those times that you went where you were struggling and wasn't working, now you realize that, no, you had a little part of you that you needed to heal too. Now you're determined. Now you're excited. Now you're enthusiastic. Now you're, I'll say this. Now you're ambitious. You're about to have that position and you're going to show up 100%. Because you're not going to go back to being limited. You're going to add on, okay? So you got to increase the finances. Some of you have a move that's about to get presented to you. Now, with me saying this, some of it comes from love. So there's some of you that you're going to get the opportunity to move because somebody's going to present an opportunity for you like, hey, listen, they can't live without you. They can't be without you. They can't breathe without you. So they're going to sit there and present an opportunity where you guys come together. So this could be somebody wanting to move with you, relocate to where you're at, or they want you to relocate to where they're at. It's an opportunity. So for y'all who are real Mr. Independent, it's going to come a time where you're going to have to make a decision where Miss Independent or Mr. Independent is going to have to come into somebody who's Mr. and Mrs. Independent too, where you guys are going to balance out. So again, some of you chosen ones, you may have renewed a lease. I'm telling you right now, you were willing to, okay, God, if you had to stay there, you were willing to stay there. You were going to make the best of the situation. Although it's something that you didn't want, you're like, well, listen, this is all you could do. This is all you could do, right? So you may have renewed a lease, chosen ones. The lease is about to get broken. You're about to get a place that's presented for you. So a relocation that's coming. Also, you're going to have the finances where either the deposit is going to cover as far as the cost for the break of the lease. Somebody's going to move right in so you won't have to pay as far as all of that money back. Or chosen ones, again, you're going to already have a new place before you even have to leave this other one where opportunity is about to get presented. So for those of you who may have renewed the lease, I am getting guided to tell you you may have felt like you're going to stick it out, but March, well, let me say this. February, things are coming into fruition. You're staying. February is going to be the time where you're like, I'm going to make the best of what I got. I'm going to make the best of what I got. So again, you had to stay at the house. Now you about to dress it up. Now you about to invest in it. Okay. You had to stick for this job. Okay. Now you about to do this. But whatever you were willing to show gratitude for and make the best out of it, I'm telling you, now you have an opportunity. So March, a lot of you will be moving. You'll hear about it by February, around February 15th to the 27th, you got a lot of good news that's coming in. Relocations out of the blue that you like, what? Some of y'all got invitations, so you will be taking trips. Some of you are not even expecting it. So you could have waited all this time to go on a trip, or every time you planned something, nobody showed up, or you fell out with them. Now all of a sudden you have invitations. You're about to be taking trips. A lot of you are about to have new friend groups you have to be open to. So some of you could be like, nah, you don't mix work in as far as friends, but that's because of the people that you were previously connected with. Now now you're going to see that God led you to that job so that you can align with certain people that you can be cordial with and social with, and now you get to go out. So a lot of you will be building friendships with true people, true tribes, people who are like you. People are going to be light in your lives, people who are light in other people's lives too. So you know that y'all going to be lighting up every room, right? So just know that you got friendships coming. So don't seclude yourself too much, okay? Of course, know who's your people. So if this person's crazy, drama and all of that, they not your people. Keep your ass away from them. If they beefing, getting real domestic and shit, absolutely not. We not surrounding around them. But a lot of you are going to be open to people who are like you or similar to you, but you have different ways in them. They have different ways of you too, but you guys are balanced. So you could be somebody who jokes and laughs and all of that. They could be you could be the jokester. They could be the laugher. Right? This could be, or vice versa. This could be the person who stays in their bubble, but you pop them out. You understand? Whatever the case may be. So just know things are working out. You got friendships that's coming. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you. So you have relocations coming. You have friendships that's coming. So these are like homegirls or homeboys that you actually can be cool with. A lot of you, again, you're coming into love, baby. So that means you're about to be getting courted. You're about to be going on dates. Now, do not put too much pressure on it initially, okay? Because you have to know the sense of direction that you want to go in, know what you want, but also give an opportunity to flow into that, right? So, yes, you want love. Yes, you want marriage. But you also have to have a friendship too, because if you put too much pressure on yourself initially, then it's going to easily get diluted. It's the flame's going to fizzle. So right now, some of you are going to have relationships that start in the form of friendships. Some of you chosen ones, with this happening, once you guys have a friendship, it's going to happen quickly, okay? So you're getting called to have fun. So if this is a past person coming back, that the problem was y'all didn't have no time for each other, never had time. Now you guys are going to enjoy each other. They could have chose to go out with their friends, didn't know that they can have fun with you. Now they're about to enjoy themselves with you. You're about to have fun. If this is somebody new, you could have wanted to stay away, said you wasn't going to travel. Now you're willing to take that risk. Now you're getting, how they say, flued out. You're getting, you're flying out to them or they're flying to you. A lot of you are getting courted. So that means dates, okay? So chosen ones, have fun. If somebody want to invite you out, you feel good energy with them, go take it out. It don't have to necessarily say that it's a date, romantic date, but go have fun. If they want to get you out the house, they want to see you have a good time, and it's in a healthy setting, and God is giving you the go ahead to go out with them, go enjoy yourself. Don't put too much pressure on it. Get cute. This is a time to socialize. Don't put too much pressure on, oh, if you're a feminine and it's a masculine, now you guys got to be together. No, you're building real friendships. So at this point in time, you're going where you're reciprocated. Somebody want to pour into you and you're not used to getting poured into, allow somebody to do a nice gesture for you, because a lot of you block your blessings because you complain to God talking about nobody loves you, nobody does nothing for you. But soon as somebody tries to do a nice gesture, you work against you. So this could be nobody helps you around. You go outside, the neighbor asks, oh, you want me to take your trash down? No, I got it. Somebody try to open the door. No, I got it. They try to help you with the groceries. No, I got it. So a lot of you are then complaining that nobody helps you, but when people try to help you, you don't want them to. Some of you say that you're tired. Oh, nobody, everything falls on you. So when this person says, hey, let me take a little bit off of you. How about I can watch the kids for you while you do this? I can do this while you do that. You'll come up with excuses of why you don't want to do it. Then you got your face all cracked up crying. Stop it. Okay, so you're getting what you're asking for. Allow somebody to do something nice for you. So feminines, it's the time for you to be in your divine feminine energy. Masculines, I'm in your divine masculine because it's a balance, and vice versa for the masculines too. Okay, you got to be in your divine feminine energy and your masculine energy. It's a balance between you two. Okay, it's a give and take. So I will say this, chosen ones. Love's coming in. I'm excited for you. A lot of you will be getting married or proposed to this year out of the blue, and you may not even realize it. Some of you got trips that you're about to, that people are planning, that they're just waiting for things to play out, and you may not realize it, but they already got plans for you. There's some people that are going to extend invitations for you. Also, chosen ones, this is a time for you to network, okay? So I will say this, start being around like minds, a lot of collabs. I told you, I can speak on behalf of myself. I say, let me know where you at, because Because if I'm in your city and we're similar, we can definitely collab. We're all about changing the world, like minds. You understand? So, chosen ones, you can still have your identity, but also be connected to people who have their own identity too. If you guys are on the same mission or they're a good addition, then you could extend yourself to other individuals. Don't keep yourself limited. Chosen ones, we're here to come together. We all got to get together to be bright as shit, okay? Because if our light is so bright, there's nowhere that the darkness can escape to. So we're coming together because the darkness puts the darkness on, but the light sometimes gets nervous too. No, we're going to shine bright. Nobody's going to dim your light. Certain people that was talking stuff about you tried to blow out your flame. They didn't even realize that when you add a little wind to the flame, it just builds it again. So they just heightened up your flame, chosen ones, okay? So be excited, but I love you so much. I will say this right now. I have buy one, get one free for the 30-minute coaching sessions with me. I would take advantage of it because chosen ones, it will not be available long, okay? Also, right now, I have the 4-month mentorship available for you for $100. That includes monthly sessions with me via Zoom. So we'll be looking at each other as we talk about certain things that we have to be working through. But also that includes additional readings that come with it too. So not only will we have our monthly meeting face-to-face via Zoom, but we'll also have recorded readings that I send to you too to help you continue to walk through and remember what we discussed in the message with you, okay? So I'm excited. I do still have a few tickets available for my Dallas, Texas event. I would recommend getting the tickets because they are limited, okay? I do look forward to seeing you. I love you, chosen ones. Thank you so much. If you need me, you know how to reach me, but I'm going to upload this shortly. Well, this will be uploading. But also, my video earlier from TikTok will upload too. So it's a 2-part, okay? So I'll make sure I put the description in both of the videos so that you're able to go back and forth to them. Because one was about what's happening behind the scenes as far as karma. And this one was about what's coming into fruition, okay? So I love you so much. I'm excited. Thank you so much. Y'all continue to be great. But if you need me, you know how to reach me, okay? Be great, babies. Oh, thank you. Thank you, babies.